Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I'm doing today my 24-week pregnancy update, and I honestly cannot believe that I'm 24 weeks. I feel like it sounds like a lot, like I'm pretty far along, which I know I'm not. I still have quite a lot of time to go, but yeah, and I can't believe that soon I'm gonna be in my third trimester, which is crazy, and I'm kind of looking forward to it, but at the same time I'm kind of dreading it because I've heard a lot of people say that the third trimester is the most uncomfortable. So one of the things that I've noticed this week is that I started feeling really full sometimes after I eat, which I don't really eat big portions of things. I mean, you've probably seen my What I Eat Wednesdays. I haven't done one in quite a while, which I actually should do one soon, but yeah, I feel like I eat pretty much the same size of portions, but I feel like I snack more, or like have more snacks in between my meals. I do feel like I have an increased appetite. Like, I mean, I can't go from one meal to another, I mean from like breakfast to lunch or lunch to dinner, without having anything in between, because if I wait 4 or 5 hours until I eat my next meal, I will be cranky and starving. So yeah, I try to eat like a snack, some fruits in between, some nuts, some chips if I'm craving some, because to be honest, I don't eat completely just healthy things, which I mean, I'm not one of those people who can just eat fruits and vegetables and nuts and things like that. So yeah, if I crave some ice cream or some chips, then I will eat them. But after I had one of the main meals of the day, I feel really full sometimes, which is quite weird, and I think it's probably because the baby is it's getting higher up, and it's probably starting to push on my stomach and kind of squeeze it. So yeah, it's probably why I'm feeling so full, because I feel like I don't eat a lot more, yet I feel like I'm gonna explode. So yeah. And speaking of food, I haven't had a lot of cravings. I mean, I do feel like I crave maybe something sweet or something salty or something like that, but it's not anything specific. I've had a few times when I really craved some donuts, which you probably have seen on my Instagram, because I've Instagrammed those, or ice cream, like chocolate ice cream. I really like that. But other than that, I don't feel like I've been having specific cravings. And I feel like you see a lot in movies the pregnant woman sending her husband to get something in particular in the middle of the night, and I actually haven't sent my husband for anything yet. Maybe that will happen in the third trimester, who knows, but let me know if that ever happened to you in your pregnancy, if you've been pregnant before, or if you're pregnant now. So the next thing that I've been experiencing is feeling really thirsty, and I actually feel like this is something that's been going on almost all of my pregnancy, or at least throughout the second trimester. I feel like I drink a lot more water than I used to, and even my husband laughs about this, because we go to the store and get a bunch of water, and by like in 3 days I have none left, and he keeps laughing at me because I drink a lot of water. And it also happens at nighttime. I get really thirsty, which never really happened to me before. I mean, I would usually have like a small glass of water on my nightstand just in case, but it's crazy lately because I wake up usually twice in the middle of the night and I feel so thirsty and I have to drink it. And I know part of the reason why I wake up during the night is because I drink a lot of water. I feel like if I would drink less water during the nights, I would probably go to the toilet less, but I just can't. I wake up and I feel like my mouth is so dry, and I just feel like I need water now. So yeah, I can't just ignore it and go back to sleep. So it's probably also because it's summer, and even at nighttime it's quite, I mean, it's not hot, but it's still kind of warm, so I feel like I probably get dehydrated really easily. So yeah, I just can't help it. I just drink all the water. So the next symptom is probably the best symptom that I've had throughout this whole pregnancy, and I'm not actually sure if it's just in my head, but I don't think it is. And it's something that I've heard about before in other people's pregnancy updates, and it's basically your leg hair starts growing a lot slower, and when I first heard that, I mean other people saying that, I just couldn't really understand how it would work. I mean, why would the hormones make your leg hair grow slower, but your hair like on your head and anywhere else grow faster? I don't really understand why the hormones would make your hair grow faster in some places and slower in other places, but anyway, my point is that I feel like my leg hair grows a lot slower. Yeah, I just realized that it takes a lot longer for it to grow. And that's just amazing because it's summertime and I wear a lot of dresses because they're the most comfortable right now. So I feel like at least that's a really good pregnancy symptom, and I'm really glad that I got that. It's just very convenient. Next I want to talk about stretch marks because I haven't got any yet, and I'm still using my bio oil every night, and I also use the Palmer's cocoa butter on my belly. And I feel like so far I've been lucky and my stomach doesn't really look that different. I mean, it's bigger, but it doesn't have any like stretch marks or that linea nigra on it, which I actually hope I don't get, but I probably will. I feel like I can kind of see the line forming, but I'm not really sure. Maybe I'm just imagining it. But I feel like I'm starting to get stretch marks. I'm not sure. I mean, around my belly button, I feel like it started to get a little red. It's not really like a line. I mean, I do have some stretch marks on my hips from growing up, so I do know what they look like, although they're very faded and just kind of like that white color, so you can't really see them too much. But yeah, so I don't think it looks like that. It's just like a little red around my belly button. But I do think it will form into stretch marks. So I'm not sure, I haven't got any yet, but I feel like if I do get them, it's probably gonna be around my belly button, which kind of sucks, but oh well, what are you gonna do? And actually my mom said she only got a few stretch marks around her belly button with both pregnancies. Yeah, I know stretch marks are genetic, but I'm not sure if you're supposed to get them in the same areas that your mother got them. Let me know if you know anything about that or if that was the case for you. But I feel like if I do get them, they will be around my belly button. So yeah, I'll still apply all my creams and oils trying to prevent them, or at least to make them look better. But yeah, if I get them, I get them. I just really hope I don't get them before we go to the beach, which is next week. I just feel like my stomach looks quite okay now. So if I don't get any stretch marks, I won't be self-conscious about that while being on the beach. So yeah, I hope I don't get those. But yeah, I have a bikini that I'm gonna wear, and I will show you that at the end of the video when I show you a few products that I got this week, or like a few items. So my stomach is gonna be out, so yeah, I really hope they don't turn into stretch marks until then. Another thing that I noticed this week, which was kind of weird, is that I have some like a sore spot on my belly, which is kind of weird. It's kind of like up, like, I think around here. I can't really feel it now because it doesn't hurt when I touch it. Sometimes it hurts if I get up too soon, or like if I'm rubbing my oil on my stomach, I can kind of feel it, and it feels like a bruise or something. And I don't have a bruise. I mean, I looked in the mirror and it doesn't look like anything. So I'm not really sure what that's about. I'm thinking it's probably growing, like my uterus growing, or just skin stretching. I'm not really sure, but it's really weird, and it's only on this side, so I'm not really sure what that is, but it's not really too bad. So yeah, I don't think it's anything to worry about. This past week I feel like his movements have gotten a lot more, not coordinated, but I feel like it's more than just like a twitch, like, you know, when you have a muscle twitch. I feel like now the movements are getting a little bit different. It's not just the like little twitches that I would have in the beginning, like little kicks. It's also like I can sometimes feel him move his like leg or arm or whatever across my belly, which is really weird. And my husband says he doesn't feel that, unfortunately. He probably will when I'm further along, but I can feel him like on the inside. I can just feel him just kind of rub my belly, if that makes sense. So yeah, I just really love feeling him move all day long. I also feel like he's getting a lot stronger, and sometimes he will kick both his legs and his arms, because I can feel like on both sides of the belly little kicks. So he's probably just stretching in there or something, but yeah, I feel like sometimes my whole stomach moves. And even though I love all the movements I've been feeling, sometimes it's a little uncomfortable because I had a few times when he kicked my bladder, and that is the most uncomfortable thing ever. One time when it happened, I was at the mall, and I actually wasn't really feeling like I have to go to the bathroom or anything, and all of a sudden he started kicking a few times in my bladder, and I felt this really strong urge like I was gonna wet myself. So yeah, I had to run to the bathroom, but I mean, it wasn't too bad, but it was just really uncomfortable, and I feel like the stronger he will get, the worse that will be. So I'm hoping he doesn't kick me in the bladder too much. And also this past, I think Saturday or Sunday, we were actually doing quite a lot of walking and quite a lot of just random stuff, so I wasn't really laying down the whole day, and I didn't really feel him move that much, which is, now that I think about it, it's probably because I was moving a lot and he was either sleeping or I was probably not feeling him that much while like walking or doing things, because I was distracted. But yeah, so I went the whole day just doing random errands and stuff around the house, and then at the end of the day I kind of realized that, oh, I haven't really felt him that much today. So I kind of got a little bit worried, and I know you're not really supposed to count kicks or anything yet because it's still quite early and his movements are necessarily like really regular or anything like that, but I do feel him every single day, like every hour or every few hours. So yeah, that was really weird that I wasn't feeling him move. So I told my husband, and he said, I bet I can make him move right now. So he kind of leaned over my belly and he started talking to it and kind of tapping it lightly, and the baby started kicking so much, like so hard. It was really funny actually. So my husband was really proud that he made him move. So yeah, that was quite funny. And then another funny thing that happened on a different night was that I told my husband that I've read that people can actually hear the heartbeat of the baby from, like, if you press your ear against the belly. So yeah, I told him that around this time it's when people say they can actually hear the heartbeat, and he wanted to try it and see if he can hear it. So yeah, he put his ear against my belly and the baby started kicking him in the ear. So yeah, I just thought it was so funny, and he said he can hear when he kicks, like he can hear a sound, which is kind of weird. I'm not really sure what kind of sound you would hear when he kicks, but yeah, he said he can hear something, but he couldn't hear the heartbeat, or he couldn't tell. So yeah, we're probably gonna try it again and see if he can hear it when I'm further along. But yeah, that was really funny. So yeah, if you are pregnant around the same time, or if you've been pregnant, let me know if your significant other could hear the heartbeat from the outside, because I think that would be really, really interesting. And the last thing that I wanted to say is that I've actually signed us up for some prenatal classes, like kind of like a Lamaze course. So I'm really excited about that, and it's only going to start at the end of July, because you're supposed to start when you're about 28 weeks. So that's when I'm gonna start my courses, and my husband is gonna come with me to all of them. It's actually going to be 6 courses, like throughout 6 weeks. So each week we will have a 2-hour session. So yeah, I think that's gonna be interesting, and each week is a different topic. So I think one of them is about the pregnancy, about the birth. One of them is about breastfeeding. I think one of them is about taking care of a little baby, like how you bathe the baby. I think that's going to be really helpful and interesting for us, and I think my husband will benefit a lot from getting all the knowledge, because I feel like I read a lot in my books and I'm trying to prepare for labor and stuff, but I mean, I'm not gonna make him read all of that stuff. So I feel like a course like this is really helpful to prepare him as well, just so that he knows what to expect. I think he will be less nervous during the actual labor if he knows what's going on. So yeah, I think that's going to be helpful, so I'm really looking forward to that. And yeah, I think that's about it for symptoms. So I'm going to show you a few of the things that I got this week. Okay, so for the baby, I only got one thing this week, and I feel like I'm going to start buying a lot more baby stuff soon. But I was kind of waiting for the wardrobe and the chest of drawers to be done in the bedroom, so like in the baby's room, so that we have a place to store everything. And if you've watched my previous vlog, we actually already got a lot of clothes. We still need to get like a little tub to bathe him in, and just a lot of random stuff, diapers and things like that. So yeah, I'm probably gonna start getting all of those soon because I want to be prepared for that. But this week we got this from H&M. It's a pair, or like 3 pairs of socks, and I think these are so cute and they're so small. Not sure if you can tell, but they're really tiny, and I really liked the stripes and then this little bear one. So I think these are going to be really sweet, and they're kind of like a thicker fabric, so I think they're gonna be really nice for winter time, so his little feet don't get cold. And then I got a few things for myself, which actually none of these things are maternity. They're just from H&M and Reserved, but I did get them with pregnancy in mind, so I'm going to wear them hopefully throughout the whole pregnancy, but I'm not sure if they're gonna fit me by the end. So basically I got 2 bikinis, which I actually had regular bikinis in my closet, but the bra on top wouldn't really fit me anymore. It was way too small, so I had to get some new ones. So I got 2 new bikinis. So the first one is this one from H&M, and I really like it. It's a padded bra, which I don't really like unpadded swimming suits, so yeah. And it's got this little not crochet, just kind of like a stitching on the side, which I think looks really nice, and I also really like the color. They also have this in like a salmon-y, peachy type of color, but yeah, I really like this. So I got that one with the matching bottom, and I think this is gonna be really nice. I think I'm gonna wear this the most. And then I also got another one, and this one is a lot more colorful, but I think it's really nice. And I'm not sure if you can tell, but it has little flamingos, ice creams, pineapple, watermelon, things like that. So I think it's really nice and summery. And this bikini was from Reserved. And then also from Reserved I got these shorts, which they are not maternity, but they're just simple shorts. I thought these would be really nice for the beach, but I got them in a size up because I'm usually a 36 in clothes, but I got this in a 38, and also the bathing suits I got in 38 because I didn't want it to be tight around my belly, and I will wear these like underneath my belly. So yeah, they're quite comfy, and I just really liked the print, kind of like a tropical print. So I think this will go really well for the beach. And then I also just got a couple of basic tank tops from H&M, and these fit me really well, and they're a little longer than the ones that I have, so they kind of cover my bump really well. So I'm not sure if that's gonna be the case by the end of my pregnancy, but for now they fit me really well. So I got it in a gray, and then I also got a white one, just a simple white one. So I think this will be really nice throughout my whole pregnancy, hopefully, or at least a part of it. So yeah, they were really inexpensive. They were from the basics collection. So that's about it for this pregnancy update. I'm not gonna do one next week because we're gonna be at the beach, and yeah, I'm not gonna get the camera and film these updates, so I'm going to make one at 26 weeks. So I'm going to show you my bump now. I feel like in this dress you can tell even from the front that I'm pregnant. So this is my 24-week belly. I feel like it's a lot pointier right here, so I think that's kind of where he is at the moment. So yeah, that's from this side and then the other side. So I hope you enjoyed this pregnancy update, and I will see you in a few weeks. Bye guys!